Hello, everyone, and good morning. Welcome to our live feed update for October 23rd. I'm your host, Taran Armstrong, and I'm here today to update you on everything that happened yesterday on the Big Brother 25 live feeds. It was day 82 in the house, and uh, things happened. There were people talked.
People talked, people enjoyed food, people enjoyed drinks, people enjoyed the outside, people lived.
Yep. And as you can hear, Jacob Jones is with me today to talk through everything. How you doing, Jacob?
Dude, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Excited to be here with you. A fresh Monday. A fresh Monday. We're starting off the week strong. And a lot of people need to be woken up this morning. And so that's what I'm excited here to do. Mondays are typically a hard day for me. Um, but I'm here and I'm thriving. So
Thriving indeed. All right. Well, of course, Jag is the HOH. He nominated Blue and America with Blue as the target. Jag also won the veto. He intends to not use the veto in the ceremony on day 83, which is today. But we are talking about day 82, which was yesterday. And the target is still Blue. He told everyone that the target was Blue except for Felicia and Blue. Felicia still believes that America is the target, despite Cirie trying multiple times to let her know that it's Blue. Felicia also, I believe, in an attempt to prevent herself from being ratted out by Cirie, theoretically, preemptively went to Matt and Jag the day before and told them that Cirie told Blue that she was the target, which is, as far as we know, not true. And has also now told them that Cirie is like uncomfortable with their final four and essentially wants to take shots at Matt and Jag. So Matt and Jag were like, whoa, that's annoying of Cirie. And that kind of leads us into today, day 82, where Felicia and Cirie have a conversation in the morning about how Felicia still thinks that America is the target. Of course, Cirie has told her, like, when they come to you asking about flipping the vote, I'm gonna be like, shut the up, Felicia. But Felicia still thinks America is the target, and they talk about Bowie and how they've talked forever about this, that Bowie is locked in with Matt and Jag, and Cirie says Bowie will never take a shot at Matt and Jag,
which is correct.
which is
Matt.
correct.
Yes.
Felicia, though, goes to Matt and says, hey, Cirie told me that Bowie said she's going to take a shot at you and Jag, which to me is further indication, because I'm a person that uses logic, that if Felicia is just straight up lying about this, she probably just straight up lied about the previous statement as well. And it wasn't a miscommunication. It was probably just a straight up lie. It's almost as though the conversation she had with America and Cirie 2 nights ago about Corey's plan to make something up about Bowie gave her the idea that, like, wait a minute, I can just make stuff up. I just make stuff up and lie.
And can kind of get away
How
with
have I
it a
not been
little
doing
bit.
that this whole time?
Welcome to Big Brother. It was truly that. And when Felicia is making up these lies in the moment, I'm like, wait, it probably has some validity because she seems so sincere. She seemed like, hey, I'm trying to help you guys out while telling you everything that's going on. But I think it dials back to Felicia just wants to be at a better position than Cirie at any case scenario. And with like making up lies, I get it's very annoying. When Cirie, I feel like, is Felicia's kind of one true ally in this game at this point. It's kind of annoying, but I can't really fault her for wanting to have that upper edge on Cirie in a game like this.
See, I've seen that theory floating around. I don't
Mhm.
think that's her motivation. I mean,
What do you
obviously it's hard to know. But like she's not doing this in a way that is like getting herself above Cirie in the pecking order. She's trying to get the final four of her, Cirie, Jag, and Matt to the final four. Like she's trying to make that work. She's not trying to like actively get into it. Like she hasn't made a final three deal with Matt and Jag. She hasn't like done anything to advance her own position. I think that this lie was she was trying to angle it at Bowie. So she's trying to get them to go after Bowie with this conversation. She has the conversation with Suri about how Bowie will never take the shot, and she does the Corey. She uses Suri as the
She does
scapegoat
the Corey.
to advance a plot to get them to target Bowie. And the reason she lied about Suri the day before was because she thought Suri went to Bowie and ratted her out, and then found out that didn't happen, and was like, "Oh, okay, well, that's fine. I'm still the one. I know what's going on. Suri is being paranoid about this blue stuff. I need to fix this for me and Suri. I'll cover my bases about Suri. You know, you might hear some stuff about Suri, but don't worry, I've got it covered." She says multiple times to them, "I can convince Suri either way. Don't worry about her." She's not trying to get Suri targeted. She's not trying to jump her in the pecking order. She's just trying to get to the final four with Matt and Jag
And
because they
Suri.
keep winning everything.
Yeah.
And she's just, I think she's just trying, because her motivation makes no sense. If it's trying to be like, well, I want to be the one they choose to get to the final three instead of Suri, I feel like the actions would be very different and she'd be saying very different things. I purely think this is based on misreads and thinking that this is what she has to do in order to get to that final four.
I see it. I see it. But I also feel like when you are in that final, I feel like the little things of inserting little things like the day before, miscommunication, saying shit that you shouldn't say, saying things that are inaccurate, saying things that painting whatever picture you want to paint. I'm not saying she's like, all right, Suri, I want y'all to take Suri down. Not at all. But I think putting those little things in there of a little small percentage of doubt, even going to the final four, could have that extra edge of like, well, Mama Feed did tell us this, and Suri hasn't told us this. Lie, truth, who cares at that point? But I still feel like that edge could be happening where in her mind, it's kind of like, I feel like Felicia kind of views her and Suri at like, okay, it can only, not in totality, but a little bit of the degree. It can only be one of us. Kind of, they have that kind of same kind of stature, both older women playing the game, kind of in the same predicament. People group them together. And I think any degree of separation, high or low, Felicia wants to take that high. And I think even the little bit of interjection with Suri, I think it paints it like that in a way.
Well, see, I think that's why people assume that's her motivation. I think that, like, when people are assuming that she's trying to just, like, get up above Suri in the pecking order, I think it's because they're looking at the game from the outside perspective.
Read
But I
us,
think
Taran.
I
Read
think
us.
it's important to recognize that Felicia doesn't see the game the same way that we do. Felicia already thinks she's above Suri in the pecking order. That's why she's having these conversations. And it's clear when she's talking to Matt and Jag, that like she's talking as though Suri is at the bottom and she's the one like orchestrating all of this. She's not acting like, well, you know, pick me over Suri. She's not like being a pick me. It's like she already thinks they have picked her. And I think that if you look at it from the perspective that Felicia has in the game, it makes a lot more sense that that is not really the motivation. But hey, what do I know? I just watch the feeds 24/7. So Matt talks to Jag about all of this. He relays the information that Felicia told him as Felicia having said that Bowie said it. So instead of it being Suri said Bowie said this, Matt tells Jag the information as, well, Felicia said Bowie said this. And Jag is like, oh, well, Felicia must be lying. There's no way Bowie said that. And Matt's like, yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe Felicia's been lying about a bunch of stuff. You know, like maybe the Cerise stuff. And Jag is like, nah, I don't think she was lying about Cerise telling Blue that she's been evicted. Or sorry, that's the Blue that she's being targeted. It's like somehow Jag is able to like weave and dodge and manage to not believe the things that are true and believe the things that aren't true, despite the fact that he has access to all of the information.
Yeah, and Taryn, that point, because it's kind of hard to pick and choose. Like if someone tells you a lie, okay, I'm not gonna believe this thing that they told me because I know that's a lie, but I'm gonna believe this thing based off of whatever. It sometimes doesn't add up. But I really love the juxtaposition of talking about Matt and Jagger in the HOH room, like looking at the camera. And in my mind, I'm like, y'all are like looking at, and it's not a big deal. I just thought it was funny. But they're like talking about Suri, talking about Felicia, talking about Bowie, all that type of stuff, while Suri and Felicia and Blue are like crafting lunch for them in the kitchen. And I just thought that was so funny. Like, okay, I don't believe it. And then like they're just downstairs making food for them. I was like, but if I am Blue, or if I'm especially Blue, well, this is a whole nother argument, Taryn, a whole nother discussion, because disregard, I'm gonna go on a tangent about don't cook food for people who put you on a block or people who you don't have trust with, but they do it anyways. So screw it.
Yeah, I mean, like we're barely watching Big Brother anymore. It's like it's a bunch of people who have no idea what they're doing, who have terrible reads, who are making wild decisions in just random directions where none of it matters because the same people are just winning comps over and over. Like that's
And I mean, do you think, because we have that three of Jag, Matt, and Bowie. We have that three of Jag, Matt, and Bowie. And I feel like a lot of people view Bowie as like, okay, Bowie, Bowie's their girl. Bowie isn't gonna do anything with that. With Felicia kind of putting that doubt into Jag or Matt, whether they believe it or not, do you think she wants that role? Even though her, Suri, and Matt and Jag have that final four, I feel like you can clearly see, well, in my own mind, again, I'm not Felicia, I don't have the juxtaposition of her eyes in the house. Do you think she kind of wants, all right, Bowie, you leave, let me be that third person to Matt and Jag in that sense?
yes, but she already thinks she is.
That's where Felicia, that's where we need to clock
Yes.
in. You need to clock in. Yeah.
That's, I think, the big disconnect with this, like, what is Felicia doing, is that people don't realize that Felicia already thinks she is the third with Matt and Jag.
Yeah.
And it's clear the way she talks with Matt and Jag, the way she talks with Suri, even, that she's like, no, they're going to take us to the final four, not Bowie. And Suri's like, what are you talking about? Of course they're going to take Bowie. And she's like, no, no, they're taking us.
And at a certain point in the game, Bowie was with, I mean, we know that point came to an end a while ago when Red got eliminated. But when Suri, Felicia, Bowie, Cameron, Red were all kind of, and they just let that kind of go. And now Bowie's like, really like, oh, I'm sticking with my guys. I know who I can trust. And so it's kind of sad because I feel like if they really did want to go back into that bag, they're going to have to put in a lot of work, especially to get Bowie, because I know they were counting the votes about the blue in America. And they were basically saying, this was towards the end of the day. Sorry, I'm like skipping ahead just an inch. But they were saying, oh, well, basically Jag can do whatever he wants to. We are only 2 votes. Matt and Bowie, they're going to kind of do what Jag says. Say we don't vote how they want. Jag still has the overarching power to do what the hell he wants to do. But I was like, well, could they try to talk to Bowie? And I was like, no, they really can't, because I think they kind of depleted that relationship. But I feel like you're about to caveat my butt. So maybe you'll say my butt better than what I'm about to say.
Well, I just wanted to point out that Suri is the one saying Matt and Jag control the vote this week, and that what they think doesn't matter. Felicia says, no, what are you talking about? I have influence over them. I'm their third. I can convince that he wants my opinion. I can tell him either way.
Felicia, come here.
This is why, like, when people are like, oh, Felicia's like really insecure about her position and she's trying to like supersede Suri. From Felicia's perspective, Suri is on the outs and doesn't know the truth, which is that America has been the target, and Suri's wrong with her read that Blue is the target. And Felicia is the one that's in with Matt and Jag and has influence over who's going to be targeted and what's going to be done moving forward.
If we don't get anything out of today, out of this live feed update, we do get Felicia thinks she is the Bowie Jane in the Bowie and Matt and Jag relationship. And
yes,
Felicia thinks that the only way that Suri is being cued in on shit is by me. I have you, Suri, and I'm you on my back, and we running with the boys. And even in her juxtaposition with saying about even like next week who's going up doing a double eviction, whatever, Suri was like, wait, what are you talking about? Matt and Jack needs like, and Felicia was like, oh yeah, you're probably right. All right, there we go. We nipped that straight in the bud. Felicia.
I mean, here's the thing though. It's like it's hard to blame her. It's hard to blame any of them in the situation where they're at because like nobody has won a competition outside of Jag for the last like 50 competitions. It's it's
Yeah.
impossible to do anything. Like it's and it's interesting. Again, it's fascinating watching these people who at one point in time were running the show themselves and had
Mm-hmm.
power get to a place where they are so demoralized, so hopeless that they can ever win themselves, that it's just these guys are just going to always win. What little scraps can we take from this table? Well, we'll just take fourth or third, and that'll be the best. Like, woof, at least we won't leave earlier than that at 5 or 6. Like, there's just nothing else that they can do. And so you just start playing the game that you have in front of you. And it's a terrible one, and they're bad at doing it. But like, it's hard to blame them for anything else because what else are you really supposed to do here? She could not make these terrible moves and just sit there and wait for the competitions, and that wouldn't change a thing.
And that wouldn't change a thing, and that wouldn't give us any content to talk about on Monday Live Feed Update Day 82, October 23rd, Jacob and Taran.
Yeah.
You could just sit blanket, not do anything until you win, but what what are you doing then? You know what I mean? And so honestly, I know a lot of people are annoyed with Felicia. Are you annoyed with Felicia?
I mean, no.
Okay, I'm not either. I'm not either because I'm not either. And I think you have made me less, even if I try to be annoyed, you have made me less annoyed because everything, the way that she sees it, like I can't fault her.
Yeah.
I guess good job on Jag and Matt, but I don't even think it's a good job on Jag and Matt for feeling that Felicia, for queuing in on Felicia. I feel like it's just Felicia queuing in
Yes.
on, oh, I think I got these boys. I can't give Matt and Jag credit for
Yeah.
really sowing the seed into Felicia. I can't.
Matt and Jag's strategy, social strategy, is they're not going to target us. They don't want the smoke.
They don't want the smoke. They don't want the smoke.
That's literally it. And here's the thing. I can't blame them for that either because that is effective. And given the situation that they're in where they are winning all the comps, they can just say they don't want the smoke. And guess what? They don't want the smoke. That's just the reality of it. It's just what exists. It's just the entire game has boiled down to nobody wants the smoke.
No
because
one wants the smoke.
Somebody gets to make all the fire and it's not them.
But even, I mean, and I feel like even in Jag and Mac's conversation when they were in the HOH room, they kind of had, well, Jag had a great kind of sense. He was like, they're going to target me because I've been winning. I've been winning everything and kind of showing that juxtaposition. And so I feel like a little bit of them know, okay, the heat may be coming, but we can worry about that. We can worry about that tomorrow. Right now, we got this. We good. We sitting. We floating. Felicia thinks we her ace coon boom chick. She pulling in Sari. Bowie Jane is our actual ace boom coon chick. That's how we rocking. Damn it, Taran. I'm mad. Damn.
If the beauty of Big Brother is being able to watch the structures of society be built in this microcosm, only for them, the players, to be given the tools to deconstruct and destroy the structures of society that exists around us, and come out victorious themselves. This season is like going in the opposite direction, where it's like, here are the structures of society that typically exist, aka two people have all of the power in the world, and nobody else gets to have any shot at it, and everyone else has to fight for scraps. And let's just reinforce that more and more to the point that nobody else has any chance, and it'll really remind you of real life.
It really will. But you know what, Taran? Oh my God, Taran. I'm mad about something else now. Looking at these photos, this is the jury.
Yeah.
Damn. Damn. Damn, damn, damn.
Is that a good damn or a bad damn?
No, it's a bad damn. It's a dreadful damn. It is a dreadful damn. This is the people that are going to make up the jury. This doesn't even seem like a Big Brother season, the jury. Like, I'm now seeing this photo, I'm like, wow, this is the jury. Matt and Jag will probably be sitting in final two. It's likely. And then we have Cameron, Corey, Felicia, Bowie, Cirie, Blue, and America in the jury. Big Brother 26, come now. Come now. Big Brother 26. I'm mad now, and I just got more pissed talking to you.
Well, let's see if we can move things in another
Rectify
direction.
it.
Matt and Jag need to inform Felicia that Blue is really the target. So Jag talks to Felicia, and of course, Felicia has been told by Cirie, they're going to do this. They're going to tell you that Blue's the real target. And so Jag talks to Felicia about it. Felicia tells Jag the information about how it was Cirie that told her that Bowie told Cirie that she wants to go after Matt and Jag. So Jag, who was like, Felicia has to be lying about Bowie, but also has to be telling the truth about Cirie, is now like, oh, it's Cirie's fault in both cases. Well, in that case, I believe both of your lies, Felicia. Because Jag is bad at the game. And they start talking about who might take a shot at them. Felicia says she doesn't think America will take the shot. Jag says, well, I think that she's less likely to take the shot than Blue because he's bad at the game. But either way, if Blue is willing to take that shot, then Blue is the better competitor and should probably be the one that gets evicted, don't you think? And Felicia's like, "Oh, that's a good idea. Well, I could help you make a deal with America if you want. Like, I can, try and see if I can get America to not target you." So there you go. She's now been informed that Blue is probably the target.
And now she's going to be the one with the cape on. That's going to be like, I'm going to connect you to America and we're going to draw something up. Felicia, your homegirl Cirie cued you in on this a couple days ago. Now, Taran, you know when people were so amped up, America, HOH, we need her to target them. And she very well could have.
Mm-hmm.
But what happened now?
Is she going
to target? No, of course that, yes. But
America will still target Matt and Jag.
Where I want the vitriol. We're too passive, Taran. I want drama, and I want pissed offness, and I want more FUs.
This is again the problem. And the same people win over and over. You can't be mean to them. You can't say anything against them. America talks to it with Cirie. She says the shot needs to be taken at Matt and Jag, but nobody's willing to even say anything about it because they win everything. What can you even do? America would love nothing more than to say, "Give me the key."
Taran, that made my morning. Thank you for that.
But she can't because she can't win. And so instead she has to be like, Jag, I love you. Please. I would never target you. And that's just going to be the rest of her game unless she actually has a chance to win.
Okay, Taran. Also, oh my God, I just lost my train of thought with your epic line. Okay, oh yes. Can we stop saying they are winning everything, please? Matt and Jag. Yes. Can we clarify? Because I'm tired of giving people credit when they don't deserve the credit. Yeah, he's capable, just like Cirie's capable, just like Bowie's capable. Felicia won HOH one time. Bowie won HOH one time.
Well, I'm kind of including Bowie when I say they because she won the crucial one.
Well, okay. Well, let's when we say they, let's do Jag and Bowie. I haven't seen not one thing wrapped around Matt's neck. Have you?
Well, yeah, I mean, he won.
Oh, okay, all right.
And he won Path to Power.
Let me give credit where credit is due.
And he won the cardboard cutout.
But still, Jag is winning everything. Let's not overindulge the other two, though. Why are we doing that?
Yeah. Okay. Jag is winning everything.
Thank you. Smooches.
America does pitch to Jag. She tries to get him to use the veto on her. Obviously, it's not going to go anywhere. She also advocates for Blue to be blindsided. Jag says he's not going to blindside everyone, but he doesn't really care if he blindsides Blue.
Blindside Butterbeans.
America talks to Cerise some more. They talk about being frustrated with Felicia. She keeps making things harder for them. Felicia does join the conversation. America says that if they want any chance of winning, they need Matt or Jag to leave. After that conversation, Felicia's like, well, maybe they're going to vote out America after all, because Felicia talks to Cerise and says, I think that the final four with Jag is solid. And Cerise says, good. No reason to make them doubt that, Felicia. And Felicia says, well, let me tell you. Jag, I know this is going to sound weird, but Jag is thinking about keeping America now. Oh, is he? Interesting. So what should we do, Suri? It's like, it doesn't matter what we do. They control the votes. Matt and Bowie in the tiebreaker, and they've already decided to get out Blue. Just no, they haven't decided already. He's still making up his mind, and he's asking my opinion. So what should I tell him? Suri's like, it doesn't matter. Whichever one of them is going to go after Matt and Jag, like, I don't care. Felicia says, well, I really think if we don't nominate them, then Matt and Jag will at least take us to the final four, and then we'll get fourth place, essentially. Suri goes, what reason would they have to get rid of Bowie before us? Felicia goes, exactly.
And Cerise's been preaching this for a while now. Cerise's been seeing this, cueing this in, and preaching this for a while now. Felicia, you don't have a rebuttal because there's not one.
Yeah. Felicia says, well, she's a better competitor than us. We're easy to beat in the end. Cerise says, yeah, but Bowie's not going to win a jury vote. They know they can beat her in the end because Bowie's just been like, all game long. And even her move on Cameron was just them.
Literally.
And Felicia's like, well, they're going to take each other. Like, well, yeah, because they're like mano-y-mano, you know? Whatever. But they're going to take Bowie. They're going to take Bowie to the end, obviously. So there you go.
I would be driving myself crazy because when you try to preach, and I guess common sense is relative. I can't give everyone credit for having common sense because common sense, which I learned recently, is not that common, babes.
Ooh.
We have a lot of people out
that
here.
Make it not common sense? Uncommon sense?
Uncommon sense. But common sense, everyone should have common sense, but a lot of people don't. I don't know.
But if most people don't have common sense, then common sense becomes
turns uncommon
sense.
I'm having a Felicia moment right now. I'm having a Felicia moment right now, babes. I guess you're. There we go, Taran. No response. No response.
Maybe it's the sense should be common.
The sense should be common, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. The sense should be common, but it's not. So that's where, you know who wrote the book Common Sense?
No.
Thomas Paine.
Oh.
My 8th grade teacher kept saying whenever she wanted us to be smart, common sense, and we would have to say Thomas Paine.
Oh.
And she taught algebra, not even English. So I don't even know why she made sidebar. But yeah, sense is not common in this house or in the real world. But
well, I hope we all learned something today. I hope we all just gained a little bit of common knowledge. Jag talks to Matt late in the night. Matt says he would put up America and Felicia if he won HOH. And Matt says he thinks that Felicia is more likely to take a shot at them than Suri. And they talk about Jag. They talk about trusting Bowie. Jag says that it wasn't Felicia that said that Bowie wasn't that Bowie was targeting them. It was Suri that said that. Felicia said Suri said that. And Matt said, I'll talk to Suri tomorrow to see where her head is at. So we'll see if that eventually this eventually comes to some kind of conclusion.
Today.
Yes. Jag says, and this is what we've already referenced this, but nobody should want to take a shot at us. It would be dumb of them to take a shot at us. Why would they want the smoke? And here's again, like I know I've said it many times at this point, but like if you want to be known as a good player, maybe even a good winner of the game, A, don't get evicted. B, don't get almost evicted right after being evicted. C, if you're going to win out, at least have the game knowledge to be able to acknowledge that, of course, people should be wanting to take shots at you.
Say it again, Taran. Say it again.
If you are delusional enough to be able to convince yourself that it's a bad move to take a shot at you when you think that you are in the dominant position to win the game and win out, then you are bad at the game. You're just good at comps. And are you even that good at comps?
Are you that great at comps? That's the question that we need to be talking about. Are you really that good at comps? Because I don't think you are, to be honest. Can I say it?
It took taking out Heisem and Cameron first to start winning.
Now we said it. Jag, and I'm looking at you with a puffed out chest and my pinky in the air. I don't think you're that good at comps. Yeah, you won a lot, but still.
But all of them were the last. All 5 of his competitions came with Cameron out of the game or not competing.
Taran, that has been the most prolific thing you've said today.
Oh yeah, Jared also was doing better at comps.
And I feel like the comps prior were kind of a more impressive win than like
you're competing against more people, tougher competition.
So yeah, let's talk about that. They don't want the smoke. I want it. Bring it to me. And Felicia doing all this work for them to say, I'll talk to Suri tomorrow. We'll fix that. But Felicia, yeah, I think she'll come. Felicia, you've been doing all that work just for them to go and for 1-1 to not equal 2. I feel bad for you. But I still love you. Smooches.
He says Suri doesn't want the smoke. America doesn't want the smoke. At this point, I don't think anybody wants the smoke. Which is, in my eyes, the tagline for the season.
No one wants to smoke?
No one wants to smoke.
I bet not see no merch come out of this from him with that saying. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be disgusted. Yeah, no one in his mind, no one wants to smoke, and no one is really seeming like they do. Everyone's scared. Everyone's tippy-toeing around. Everyone's wake some stuff up, please. But I think they will because, again, Taran, how can they wake something up if they haven't won anything to wake up? So they're talking into an empty void at that point. I mean, Jag can't win the next HOH, but then you got Matt and you got Bowie. I'm not going to call them comp beasts. I'm just going to say you have 2 more arms. Wait,
let me paint the picture for you, Jacob.
Paint it for me.
Okay. Double eviction. Blue gets evicted first. They go into the HOH. By some miracle, it's a quiz or a crapshoot, and boom, America wins.
Bam.
Celebration. Give me the key, B. And she nominates Matt and Jag. It's a revolution. The problem is the veto is physical, and Matt and Jag just stomp on everyone. One of them wins the veto, comes off the block. Bowie goes up as the replacement. And guess who has really wanted Bowie out?
Oh, hail, Taran. Hail, Taran.
There are only 3 votes. You need 2 to evict.
Taran, can you stop, please?
If Matt or Jag come off the block, they can vote with Felicia to take Bowie out of the game. Thus guaranteeing Felicia that she will be brought to the Final 4 with Matt and Jag.
You have never disgusted me more than what you just said. Please, let's not even talk about it any further.
I just speak reality into the world.
That's sad,
I
Taran.
didn't
That's
create
sad. That makes me sad. You're a dream crusher. You know that? You could let these people and myself live in
You
this
are
void
shooting the
of.
messenger.
No, I really
I'm
am. I
just
really
bringing
am.
the message a little early.
Taran, if that happens, yeah. Are we screwed no matter what? Oh my goodness, we're screwed no matter what, baby. You have to laugh. You have to, at this point, you have to laugh.
You do.
Wow. Felicia in that t-shirt dress is never going to stop.
We got 18 more days.
We got 18 more days. Well, 17 now.
Well, it depends on if you count today.
Well, I'm counting today.
Okay. Well, I will be back tonight for the Roundtable, the Stock Watch Roundtable podcast. Plenty to talk about there, of course. Lots of ratings to give out. Might be a bit of a crash market, but we'll see. You can, of course, rate the players yourselves. I'll give out the survey over on Twitter after this podcast. We're also doing a belated Q&A today. If you want to check that out, Rob and I will be answering your questions. So you can find that. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Taran Armstrong, watching stuff, hanging out, playing games, stuff like that. Find me on Twitter. Find me on Instagram if you want to learn what I did in Vegas, and then also see me
You
climb
posted
stuff
something?
at other times. I will post something.
Oh, you're gonna do like a little reel, a little montage of your Vegas moment.
Perhaps.
Make sure, because things that happen in Vegas, make sure it meets Instagram guidelines. I don't know what you trying to post, but make sure you talking about Vegas and you talking about I love it.
Where can people find you, Jacob?
People can find me at JacobJ_Jones everywhere and on RHAP.com or Rob has a I said RHAP.com when I was on the slop and Rob was like, that's not our website. I was like, oh, never mind. It's called something else. It's Rob. I think Rob has a podcast or Rob has a website.
Rob has a
Rob has a
website.
website.
Yeah.
I like it. But yeah, that's where I'll be. And Taran, can I tell you something before we go? You know whose Twitter account that I've been enjoying? This is references to Big Brother, but since we're not talking about Big Brother 26, we're at the end of the update. He's a troll, granted, but I love this person's Twitter. He probably has my favorite Big Brother alumni Twitter account ever. Do you have any guesses of who I'm about to say?
I mean, a bit
okay.
Is it Andy?
No. Oh, well, I don't mind Andy's Twitter, but it wasn't. Well,
I was like,
it
was weird that you would have just like found Andy.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you say anyone, I'm gonna have to deny it until you get the right person. So I don't want to go down that rabbit hole of saying no. I'm not talking about their Twitter. Turner's Twitter, I scoff at all. I know it's very controversial, but F it. I scoff at his Twitter all the time because I think it is the most stupidest, trollish, dumbest stuff, and it makes me laugh so hard. I DM'd him and I told him, he was like, oh my god, thank you. But I think his Twitter is so like, and it like his Twitter made me follow him on Instagram. Like I just followed him like a week ago. I was like, I love like his Twitter so much. But he's a troll and he's not stupid, but his Twitter is stupid. And it's stupid. But
my understanding of Turner's Twitter is that he just posts things that gets him in trouble and then he apologizes for those things. Like that's from an outside perspective. That's what I think is his.
That's
Twitter.
basically it, and he apologizes in the most stupidest, foolish ways. That's like his Twitter is satire. Is satire the right word? Maybe I don't know what satire
his Twitter enough.
Yeah, maybe I don't know what satire means, but I think it's satire, and I think.
Are you saying he intentionally gets himself into trouble?
Hell, I don't know, but he also.
It's one of those things where you can't tell if he's actually that bad or if he's pretending to be that bad.
Yes, he's a troll though. Turner is a troll, and I like it because he he gives it back to like the other Big Brother trolls on Twitter in the most like stupid, foolish way. And I just laugh. He makes me laugh. I'm sorry. He makes me laugh.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
He makes Jacob Jones laugh. Well, hopefully we made you laugh today. And thank you all so much for joining us. We'll see you later.